ahead. We did. Let me know when you're ready. And looking through there, you'll see that there's some logs of essentially to-do list things that need to be done for the day. All, equipped with the names of the most equipped person for those jobs. Do a routine checkup on the reactor that has Rhino's name on it. It seems to also have been checked off early in the morning, which means you can only assume that Rhino has probably did that sometime earlier than you woke up, and is probably passed out after doing so. You'll see that there is also a list of things to do for Nova that all have been checked off. List of things to do for Dre Thor, that's all been checked off. And for you, there is repair Nova's bike, repair or like check for damage and repair damage to places on the outside hull or anything on the internals of the ship that may be malfunctioning. And other things of kind of just, basic nature, what he'd want you to do just to assist.
Let's run us a diagnostic, shall we?
There you go. That's my bad that was like that. Running a diagnostic, you will get multiple bleeps and multiple different things that'll pop up on the hologram itself. A bit of a chat box beneath it from the acronym Benjamin of kind of a TLDR of everything that you can see visually. Essentially, the things that you are seeing is that the satellite has taken on minor damage from unforeseen asteroid belts.
Else is awake?
You'll also see that there is low fuel, and that it may be wise to stop at some point to get some. At the very least, if you guys had any plans on performing a jump for normal space travel, you have ample fuel. But if you wanted to perform a jump, you do not have enough to continue flying for much longer after a jump. You'll see that the front of the hull has minor damage from going through a blackout zone. Electricity fields having shocked the hull and leaving minor burns and damage to the top. And that seems like, at least for now, that is about it for what all you have been tasked to do.
Just to be sure, the whole bit is that the outside is mostly unharmed, just some superficial damage. On the inside, we need fuel. And did it also highlight the broken things that were talked about? Or
yes.
Alright. Right. Okay. Keep that. Right.
You will have noticed that there was. Oh, actually, I'll wait for this to happen first.
You dropped your drink.
Benton. Urak.
Right. Alright, Urok then. So, question: how knowledgeable are you on fixing ships?
I've dealt with more big damage sealing using cutting or building devices.
Right. So,
Well, I shouldn't say devices. My personal answer.
Why does the plant have full body?
I don't. What are you doing? What is this?
I don't know what the plant. I've had this avatar since like my quest days. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know
As long
why
as
the
you,
plant has full body.
okay.
as long as you don't do anything, sure.
Alright. Then,
Here's the plant.
if you wouldn't mind, could you assist me?
But
We have a
not
couple of
do
things
it
we need to
because it
fix, and there's
has
probably a
full
couple
body
heavy
for
objects that I won't be able to
some reason.
move too easily. You're a big, strong lad, right?
The very bent out of shape metal cup. Yes.
Right.
I need a cup.
We'll see if we can get you a Durasteel cup or something like that. No. Right. Doing the easy stuff first. I think that yeah, we should get the bike first. That'll be easiest. I think that. Come on. Just to let you know, we are looking at Dave's bike. Right.
Sorry, I'm here. Looking at his bike,
Okay.
some of the main things of note is you'll see that it's kind of got a bit of a flat tire, more than likely from bad usage, and a panel seems to have been kind of recklessly ripped off or like bent out of place. You can assume from someone who tried to steal it, ripping off a panel to get to the wires, and so in tandem, those are also in a bit of disrepair. Also paint job, but I'm sure that that's not truthfully your forte, is also kind of smudged from it seeming to have skid across the ground.
Right. So it's not too bad, but somebody tried to break into this thing and fucking terrible job at it. Is what it looks like. So, right. Can you sit it back down, please? Alright, let's see here. Okay, so the wiring is not that bad. Honestly, could probably just place this back together. Shouldn't be too hard. That's going to be another issue in the panel. We have that tire. Yes, it's missing an entire panel on the side. You were able to see into the wiring, correct, when you looked at it? Right? That area? It's missing an entire panel. Somebody ripped it off, trying to get in. So, I'm going to need a new one entirely. There should be a couple metal sheets in the... in the storage room? If you get me some of that, I can start working on everything else. That tire I can fix myself. That shouldn't be that bad. Also, is it flat because it's just out of air or because it's punctured?
Rolling. Give me a moment. It is flat because it was punctured. With a 4, in fact, truthfully, you can kind of understand a little bit the play-by-play of what may have happened, both from understanding Nova's characteristics and from information that you gathered from the first 2 days of you being back here. He left his bike when he was trying to chase the Twi'lek girl who stole his staff. You guys had to go and pick it up later on. It would look like in the time that he had left, when he came back to grab his bike, someone had stolen it. Why the panel is ripped off, why the wires inside are messed up to forcefully start it. And looking at the puncture, you can kind of gauge that the scrape marks on the side of the bike, the paint job, is more than likely from either a gun shooting out the tire or maybe even Nova's staff itself being tossed at the assailant, the person who has taken the gun or taken the bike and popped the tire, stopped it, and the car skid down the street before he was able to drag it back here.
Right, be a relatively easy fix. I need to just... Those wires probably splice together to actually jumpstart the entire thing. I'm going to cut them again so that it can... do that. Right, okay. Right.
I'm gonna lay down for a minute in the spawn because I'm getting very motion sick all of a sudden.
Got it.
Just
Okay,
yell
fine.
at me when you need me.
Okay.
This should be the easy part. There. Put the wires back in the proper place so it can actually fucking start like a normal goddamn thing without having to re-hot wire all goddamn time. Wait, hey.
What are you working on as of right now?
I'm working on the wires, basically trying to re-put them back in the proper place.
Understood. You try to re-put them back in their proper space, and you've got this.
You know.
You've got the skill for it. This is normally your forte, what you should be good at, and you do what you can, but something doesn't seem to be going as it should, and you end up kind of making it a bit more of a mess than it was before, kind of as you try to untangle some of the wires, unfrail some of the wires that have been forcefully put together to hotwire it, and put them back where they're supposed to. You've actually kind of put it in a bit of a relatively secure knot that you'll need to undo.
All right. Right, seems that somebody has messed this up a lot more royally than I thought it would be completely honest. That later. Barack, if you wouldn't mind, lift this up. I need to take the tire off. That many punctures is not going to be worth wasting all those patches. Right, thank you. Moment. Excuse me. this? I assume it's just like a rubber tire, a rubber substitute, right?
Rubber substitute,
That's why it got punctured in the first place.
some form of a relatively strong tire. You can tell. This isn't your basic run-of-the-mill motorcycle.
We have extra of those in this stock.
Let me see. You could only assume that if there were any, they would be that way, up on one of those two storage units.
What is this bike made
Right.
out of?
Say that again?
What is this bike made out of? It's just normal materials.
No, I wouldn't say normal materials. It's got a bit of like some special alloys, things that are different. Not anything too standard at the very least. Yeah, nothing crazy, but it's definitely not anything that's standard.
Because he's just kind of ass grabbing it. He's just lazy right now.
It's
Just
oh
hold
no,
up.
yeah,
I
it's
just
you're
wanna
not gonna
make sure
break
that
it unless you started squeezing
He's not
on it.
putting much force.
Yeah.
No, he's not
Yeah.
putting much, but he is grabbing it by like a part that, like, if you grab the bike by, like,
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. You can do that without like damaging it.
Let's see here.
And looking up here, you got a 17 on whether or not those pieces would be here, and so you open up this crate and you can see, in fact, that on the crate itself, there's kind of like a what would be the word embroidering? It's a wooden crate with a burned wording on it that says Nova. Very clearly that these are some
Yeah.
yes, etched. There you go. Very clearly these are some stuff that he had bought as spares just in case.
Right. Alright, you can put the bike down if you wouldn't mind catching this. I'd rather not bounce around. Hey. Be careful with it.
As you go to catch it, you have the strength necessary to
fuck me.
to hold it, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, you kind of, with your laziness, the lazy like attitude that you've brought today,
Waking up tired.
yeah, it falls down, and boom, right against your head.
You alright? Fine. Right. Thank you. Can you pull that back up again? That'd be good. You.
You could get this from here forward, I'd say. Yeah, he got this from here forward.
Right. Still tired, big man? Have you had breakfast yet?
But I was going to grab me a power bar.
You can sit down. Thank you. You can go do that, actually. I believe everything else should be fine, because scratch marks are not my problem, neither is the paint job. The wiring, I'm going to have to redo entirely.
We'll be back.
Fuck. Thank you. Oh. You said this is like basically just in a big ass knot, right?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah, it was kind of already bad because the person who was, you're going to assume the person that was trying to steal this bike didn't know what wires to put where, and so kind of started unplugging them, trying them, and when they didn't work, you'd unplug them again and put them back where they were supposed to go. In that escapade of doing so, a lot of the tires were in a soft knot. you kind of trying to do what you know how to do in the quick succession just so you can get it done with, because it should have been that easy. You unplugged the proper wires and tried to kind of, pull them to where they needed to go. And as you did that, you tightened the knot that was kind of put in it already.
All right, looking at this.
But I will say
Looks like the wires should be.
that the roll that you were given is I believe it was a 16 or 17. Either way, plus the advantage you would have considering this is your forte. This will be smooth sailing for you. And of course, if you have any additional questions, please grab me in the Discord.
You got it. Right. Let me think here. So. Wires.
Oh, okay, he's back down here. Okay. Is anyone anywhere else?
Wire. Get that later. Right. Okay. Need to find some more wires. Need to replace those fucking things. This time, just make them actually better wire management. Yeah, that. Good. Move too much. Last one. Should be good. Panel.
Hey, Cargo.
What's up?
I'm streaming, by the way. Just so you know. But yeah, Dave isn't gonna be able to make it. It seems, just at all. What did you have anything that you had had an idea of planned?
Not really. I was trying to think of stuff, but I got nothing.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
And Savvy can't get on, so.
Yeah.
Or
I
at
think
least
I'm
not right now for a bit.
Mhm.
So I told her to just keep hanging with her dad.
Yep.
Okay. Anything you want me to do? I can try to think of stuff. I guess I give up a little bit. Because is it just gonna be Asher and Wraith?
Asher, Wraith, Respawn. When he gets on, of course.
Okay.
But that's only when he gets on.
Because I don't know about any combat scenes. Because I don't think I can do it by
don't.
myself.
No, I don't.
Yeah, and
We're not doing combat. They're not getting any combat today.
Mhm.
Unless I can get 3 people to abruptly come through.
It's not gonna happen. We could. No, I don't want you in full body for that. I'm trying to think of all the puzzle maps. I want you to be all there for that.
Yeah.
I'm not quite tall enough to reach that. Think you can?
You know what? If maybe we can give them combat, but it's only combat from a enemy airship. Hello, I'm
Are
here.
these things bolted to the ground?
Not at all. You can move them if you want to.
Okay.
So, like, yeah, maybe we can do something like that. If you can find, like, some good spaceships, then...
Like, what do you mean, like
spaceships.
avatars or worlds?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, avatars. My bad.
So, I can definitely try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very good at finding good stuff for RP.
Mhm.
But,
Hold on there, quiet.
scary.
I think that...
Right. You did that. Right, Urak. I've got a chair. You wouldn't mind.
I think Respawn might be getting on
Need
soon.
to replace that entirely.
It's a lot of pressure, man.
I think even with the chair, I don't think I'm tall enough to reach that.
Are there any specific ships you have in mind?
that I should.
No, anything that looks like a ship just in general. You know what? Hey, how about this? What if you, like, handle them and ask me questions if you need to, and I can look for them?
That's even scarier.
No, that's easier for you, though.
No, that's so scary.
Yeah.
So much pressure.
You got it. Come on.
No, I can't do it.
Come back.
It's
No.
Let's go.
it's a simple multi-tool. It
No.
will allow you to
Come on.
switch things. Right now,
No, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
well, Emma, I need your help because I need someone to watch them while I look for models. Because I know which models I can
The
find.
two bases there. You can do that.
Mm.
So I need you to, at the very least, watch them.
Oh,
He
scary.
handed me a small tool.
Yep.
Rolling.
I'm trying to see it. Yeah.
I'll roll for you as well, noticing. For love, I'll give you a note. Okay. You.
For love,
So you hand him this small tool. This is a multi-tool. Yeah, I assume just like
Yeah.
able to. Yeah. So you hand it over to him, and then you get a painful. Sorry. Oh God. Fucking sickness.
Oh, pain.
Yeah. You get that. You get a painful, like damn near painful jolt into your fucking brain as you think back at earlier today when he, just by kind of moving the wrong way, dented that fully metal cup inwards and rendering it basically useless. Truthfully, would it be a good idea to hand him this?
Probably not, but it's already happened, so.
Understood. Okay. Then, okay, well then, we'll see. Okay.
This here.
Yes, you need to top both the top bases, right? The thing where the middle tubes connect. Yes, you need to decouple both, and if you wouldn't mind bringing it down slowly, I'd rather not crash onto the ground.
I'm here.
Using the tool you use as much delicacy as your body can withhold with inside of it, and you can kind of take this thing apart. An 11 on your end and a 12 on the tool's end. It is fighting for its life to not be broken, but you know what? It's working. Okay, I'm gonna leave them to you for a minute.
Okay. I'll ask questions. What do you do?
Alright.
So what are they doing here?
They're fixing the internal hull of the ship because, yeah, there's just some moderate damage, not anything too major.
Okay.
If they have any questions that you don't have the answers for, feel free to ask me. Ask me. Make sure you're in a DM model with like a D20 on it.
Yep, I got it. I got
Gotcha. Essentially, how I do rolls is which model are
it.
you in?
Hold on, hush.
Oh, sorry.
Roll for what? Sorry, I'm temporary DMing now. Roll for what? Yep.
Reminder that how I do rolls is it is the higher of 2 rolls as long as it's
Hold
within a field that they know.
Hold on. Alistair, hold on. Hold on. Say that again. Sorry. Say the last part again. Like you're explaining about Urok and his strength. Okay. Okay. I'll give you a roll in just a second. You were saying, Alistair?
How the rolls work is you will give them, if it's something that they're proficient in, they get 1 roll, and if that roll is like below, if that roll is in the single
I know how
digits,
rolls generally work.
yes, then you will give them a secondary roll, and go off of that one fully.
Learning from previously holding it and testing your strength a bit with it, you are holding it even better now and not leaving a single dent in it. Rock has learned how to use a multi-tool.
At least for the time being. What they got going on so far?
They're talking about the sponge boxes in the storage.
Yeah. Love it.
Rock seems to be very intrigued by it.
Mm. Okay. That's fucking great.
What's up?
Controller is deciding that it does not feel like being tracked.
So much fun.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Good. This will not work.
Is there somewhere else I could give them to fix?
What all have they fixed so far?
Well, they finished fixing the thing that they were working on.
When I left?
Yeah.
Then no, yeah, they should know everything that they need to fix unless they don't.
Okay.
If they ask you to remind them though, then I'll tell you then.
Okay. They are now in the medical bay. Just checking if everything's working, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got something.
Okie dokie. They're just chatting right now, talking about Urok's home place and his knowledge of things. Because Asher was asking, like, what do you know, like, technology-wise? Like, you don't know how to work a lot of these tools, but you know of the existence of, like, ships and all that, electronics. So.
Mm-hmm.
They might need a reminder on what they need to fix. Do you mind? Let me know what it is.
So there are some panels inside of the ship in a few different areas that is up to them to decide what areas they are that need to be checked on and fixed that are of like medium damage, and then same going for the outside on the front of the ship outside on the top. There is some panels that are of moderate damage.
He's so awkward. Oh my gosh. It's hilarious.
Okay. I'm coming back now.
Okay. They're in the main room, like, with the...
Mm-hmm. I need your help, but that's only to play like a non-moving object unless you want to play.
Whatever you want me to do.
Well, it's up to you because it's potential combat. Even though I said that we wouldn't be able to do that, but there is high likelihood that if they don't do specific things, it may end up with combat.
I'm gonna be honest, your place kind of sounds interesting. Might have to visit at some point if I buy a mental suit that'll allow me to, anyways. Calling everything a hut? What? I can assume you have some sort of, like, warrior culture, just based on how you've been saying and speaking? Maybe?
Yes.
Hmm.
But known for being the strongest warriors on our home world. Likely. At least.
Plan. So, your people, they aren't unified into one world government where everybody is working together, mostly?
No.
Hmm.
We have territories across the land, so it's we do occasionally work with some of the others on our planet, but that is rare and far between. Mostly just materials, and most of the time they do not wish to trade with us.
Ah. I see. Well, that sounds like it's, what would the word be? Difficult, I suppose? Having to worry about your planet and then, I guess, the rest of your kind, the rest of your people, trying to kill you?
This is not too difficult.
Fair enough. Right.
We are known for being the strong tribe for a reason. Our equipment, technology are, how some would say, leagues beyond our planet's norm.
Ah, I see. You're here because of that technology. You're able to get out here. Then,
Yes. Most of our planet is only visited by other vessels, not my tribe at least. We are able to leave these streets easy.
that's interesting.
Maybe more of the other clans
That is... planet. Your tribe is alone the one that will actually utilize space better. If the rest can't,
Yes.
I'm now actually just kind of curious how you advance that far, to be honest.
Mostly where
You just burp.
Who?
Fucking Wraith.
that allowed us to create more. Well,
Do you need me to do anything right now, or?
No, not right now.
Okay.
I've got an idea. Or a good idea.
Okay. They're coming.
So is this a comm link or like a what alert is this? Are we getting?
You are getting a
Just to be sure.
warning brought to you by Benjamin. And clicking on it, you will see that he has basically put out in text, a little text about that will appear in a hologram below the ship hologram. Unidentified flying vehicle approaching rapidly.
All right, one moment. Are the ship's scanners active? They still work at this point?
The ship's scanners.
detective the ship.
Well, yeah, I know, but like scanning the enemy vessel.
Yeah.
Might be.
Let's see. Because I don't think everything has been fully fixed on the ship. We will give a decision.
Oh, definitely not. We've
To the
basically
dice.
done nothing for this thing.
Understood.
It's not like I can
Truthfully,
help out much.
in that case, as you have like openly admitted to not having done anything in that front, I will say that the scanners are not active. No, but from what Benjamin can see, which is not much, it is a humanoid vessel, one of humanoid make as opposed to any other alien life form sort of makes. It seems that it would hold that of, human-based life forms within it, just based off of the structure alone.
Matches with the most of the what's like the base Gaia world ship designs that
I-
exist in the
yep.
world.
It is a
Basically, yeah.
Gaia world ship design.
Great. Problem? Maybe. We have, as you can see there, we have an unknown vessel coming up. Is it below us, right?
Not below you. It's from behind. It is speeding towards your location.
Right, we have something coming up behind. I'm going to attempt to hail them. Get ready for boarding, just in case.
How fun.
Right. Come on.
Alright, if you'd like, you can help by being a voice. If you want to use like the lethal employee or this
Not my forte, but
the space trooper voice and voice mod. That is if your voice mod's open already. Hold one moment. Start.
Fuck, forgot I was muted. Voice mod's loading up right now. What do you want me to say or do? Like, I just.
So essentially, you guys are another group that has been sent out for that, in which this group calls Nova. Nova, you don't know too much about. You don't care for Nova, but Nova has been theorized to be he has Wukong, the legendary Sun Wukong's staff in his possession, and you guys know that Nova should be on the ship, and so you want it.
What kind of vibe are we doing
how
here?
well are you?
Vibe, you guys are,
Blown to bits. If
You guys are very relatively serious.
I felt. Oh, I'm chilling.
You can do the AI ones without like AI, right?
Yeah, you can also use the pilot one and the lethal employee.
The lethal employee is AI.
Yeah.
If they are going to come in, and if we're even lucky,
How do you do it
Run.
without?
they should be civilized.
Hold.
If
If
we're unlucky,
You turn the strength
fine.
to 15, proximity to
That's not a bad
7,
idea, actually. If we can take it for parts. It wouldn't be a bad idea.
and you make sure that both of the check boxes are gone. They shouldn't be on.
Okay. Understood. Okay, I think I got it.
Well, kind of. We're not usually
Okay,
one
so
for active piracy.
Nova
but-
has supposedly Sun Wukong's staff.
Yep.
Right?
And you guys want it. You want the staff. You don't care about him. You just want the staff. Yes.
Oh, are you guys talking?
We are. What's
I
up?
was trying to. Okay, yeah. Just be sure I'm trying to hail the ship.
Understood. Yep.
No.
Yep. I did hear. Just
Yeah.
1 moment.
Okay, good. No, you got it, Big Chief. You wanted to make sure.
Copy. Copy that.
Okay, so. Okay, so
All right.
they have supposedly have Sun Wukong's staff. Do I know that the person is Nova? Like, do I know their name is Nova?
You know
or-
that they go by the alias Nova.
Okay, got it. And then
Actually, I mean to ask
just to be sure,
use.
so am I gonna be kind of like just be like, hey, you have this, I want it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you have it. Our group wants it.
Spear on me.
In fact, a name we can use.
Spear? Is it some sort of energy spear? Is it a? Does it shoot things with it, or?
You see, like it looks like.
Uh,
but it's.
I can't think of a name right now.
Alcor. I don't know.
Alacor.
Don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. These are mercenaries of Alacor.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That is it.
Sure.
Go ahead and go for it.
It's better than nothing.
And would I know they're Starwinds or just?
You would know these guys as Starwind's Echo. Yeah.
It has worked on many things.
Okay, if you want to have them.
Yep.
It'll work
I'll start giving them the sounds.
Wish to raid.
And if you could.
Alright, get back to this. Right.
Incoming.
Right, yes, hello, I read you. This is the pilot of the Big Mama. We are reading you. I'd like to ask a question. Why are you coming up on our rear so goddamn fast?
Well, as you see, I would like to work with you, potentially. You have something I want, or one of your members something that I want.
Do we now? Well, would you mind introducing yourself? Because evidently you seem to know us, but I have no idea who you are.
Of course, introductions. I am a part of the mercenary group Alacord, and I would just like to confirm with you. You have a member named Nova, correct?
I will neither confirm or deny that. What do you want?
Well, they are in possession of something that we need that is not rightfully theirs, and I hope you understand when I say we do need it.
Right. Uh-huh. And what is it you need? I can't possibly help you if, you don't tell me what you want.
Of course, of course. Well, you see, it is the staff of Sun Wukong, and we are needing return of that. And we have information that Nova of Starwind's Echo is in possession of it.
I'm going to press the mute button. Right. Rick. I think things are gonna get ugly.
Good.
Well, you see, you're not gonna like this, but I believe you'll find that one, Nova isn't currently on the ship. And two, even if he was, I have no idea where the thing is.
Then
So I won't be able to help you there.
you guys have plans to apprehend the ship until you can find him.
Really? Isn't he like an ancient myth from?
You'll also ignore this. You're not gonna. Truthfully, you don't know this much.
I'm on a tight schedule here, so if you do not give it to me, then we will hold your ship until he returns. I have no reason to believe you that he is not here, and if he is truly not, then we will wait.
I see.
That'd be great.
Very well. If that's all, just gonna
Let's
end
hope
the
you make the right
transmission.
choice.
Right.
Okay, cool, wonderful. And now I'll give Jaeger.
Are any of the weapon systems online? Because I know the scanners wouldn't be online because at this point in time, none of us have really repaired
Yes.
much on this thing.
Your,
We have the funds to. So
Your weapons are online. Yes, that is the case. You have weapons online. It is only these 2 guns that you guys bought that one day when you guys were all, put back into business. So you have these turrets that you can aim slightly left and right on the front.
Alright then.
I'm going to give them some sound
I
effects
think
of.
it's time for me to get my stuff on. I believe this is not.
Hey,
Enjoy.
just for your knowledge, Amari, he's equipped his retriever for his spear in case he wants to throw it at your ship.
Keep watch. I'm there. They try anything, alert me. I'm going to get my stuff on. I assume that was the sound of them flying by.
That was the sound of them flying overhead.
Flying
Yes.
Nearby.
Right.
How exciting.
Mhm. Let's get you ready. Go to spawn.
I'm scared.
So,
I'm guessing no full body, or do you need me in full body?
potentially, depending on what you want to do.
I'm fine with whatever you need me to do. I'm just nervous.
Well,
That's pretty
well,
cool.
there is one thing. There's either you can play the ship or you can be the mercenaries coming out to fight them.
Whatever you want me to do.
Okay. Then in that
I'm ready to
case,
choose because I don't know.
okay. In that case, I will have you as the ship itself then. And if I need more people, then you can kind of like fly off as the ship and we can say that the ship is still there. And you can assist. You're gonna make yourself a bit. In fact, actually, no, I'm sorry. I will do the ship and the ship is going to like drop people off and then fly off. Because I need to
Okay,
make the
I don't
ship
have
a bit
appetite
bigger.
for people, do you?
I have it. I have everything you need.
Okay.
Which is this guy. Heavy unit. So if you want to be heavier, or if you want to just leave that to me, gotcha.
I'll clone it all just for the heck of it. Oh, the stop.
This guy.
Loading. Let's see if Solio could join. Chudgy. Oh, Jesus. Do you want me to send them invites or?
No, they're in Tempest.
Oh, Solio says RP off, so I don't know. Okay.
Customization, but it does not matter at all.
Yeah.
But that has weapons. And then you know these guys well and good.
Real quick, Mari, don't say
Yes?
anything. I am going to ask, do we have any sort of like, obviously the scanners for out of ship, would the like a life support thing that checks the actual like life signs on the ship work still, or?
They do not, but it is I'd say this is a small class or medium class Gaia based
I meant on our ship.
on our to see who all is alive or who all is awake right now and on ship.
Yeah, who's awake, and it will
Uh,
probably detect other life forms if it's on board.
So you are getting currently as of right now there are no life forms other than the ones that you know, because it's also giving you the location of them. So there are life forces of Rhino, who is sleeping in his cot, Roach, who is somewhere in the vents, things like that. No one new in the ship.
Got it. Got you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
No problem.
Alright.
Okay. So we'll both be them, and I'm going to go ahead and be above the
You
ship
want me as this one or that one?
as whichever one you want to start as. You're going to be on top of the ship. So if you want to spawn there from the cargo bay, and then click on the garage door.
Ooh, that's not cargo.
Yep.
Hold up.
How skilled are you at using ship weapons
Got it.
or ship-to-ship combat?
Alright, I'm on top. Do you want me in a specific spot or just
I want you to just wait there.
I do not.
Do you want any of them to be like the chick I was doing, or
Nah, because the ship is going to kind of just fly off once it's done what it's done.
understood?
There are not any vibrations. They intend to burrow.
From above,
This is the sound of boarding. Whoever's playing the sound.
from above, you hear the sounds of the ship that finally has made its way, and the shaking of its landing on top of your ship. From inside, you can't hear much else other than that, but you can assume that they are on top of you now.
You know what? Are we boarding? They're on top of us. What do you think, Nora? You're the warrior man. You ever fought on your spaceship or in your spaceship before?
Yes, but your ship is made of different materials, so I probably shouldn't. My spear.
You could assume that, well, assuming is unnecessary, truthfully, actually, as you can kind of hear the sounds of them seeming to attack at the ship from the top, things along those lines. You know that you could wait for them to get in here, but the damage could pile up from that. And you have two options, which is
Decouple them.
Yes, I was
precisely.
actually going to ask that myself. Or is it just that?
Do you want?
I was
Are
gonna
guns
ask you, my
okay,
question was
or do you
the-
want me to wait
how
on
well
that?
are you
The guns
at
are fine.
on top of a spaceship?
Okay, just want to make sure.
Pretty well.
Well
So
then,
shooting top of the
I think we
ship.
have our answer, huh?
You know that it may be smart for you to go and grab your suit. At the very least.
May
From-
take longer than 10 minutes.
Let's see. Looks like
Right. So I just. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't even have the guns. Right. Oh, I forgot. I need to modify this. Whoops. Oh, it's okay. Right. So I am going to hold position while our good friend. Oh, I dropped the thing. Gets his suit on.
understood. Holding position, you still hear the sounds, and Benjamin, more than likely in your HUD now, gives the warnings as the damage to the top of the ship increases. You're sure that you've got a bit of time, at least as much time as it would take for Uruk to put on his gear before anything too substantial happens, but his suggestion to uncouple them now, as opposed to waiting for them to come inside themselves. You can come to the assumption that that is a smart idea. Okay, they're coming there.
Very fancy armor they have there, my friend.
They're gonna be making their way out soon. Be at the front of the ship, like, yeah. Okay. They're behind you.
No, we can make this easy or we can make this hard.
I use
That didn't happen, by the way.
hard way.
The hard way? That can be arranged. Is that your choice? Your final answer?
Waste them.
Hmm.
When you get the chance to, go ahead and confirm to the others on the ship too.
Right then. Let's see if we can't give them a hello, huh?
You're going to need a hit off.
Let's see here.
Yes.
What did you want me to do?
He's going to run forward, he's going to grab this, and he's straight plasma lance into the side of the engine.
Understood. Understood.
Oh, shit. You know what? That's a great idea, Big Man.
Confirm to them. Go ahead and call for backup from inside.
I need backup! Give it backup!
I'm going to start firing into the window, same spot, attempting to break it open.
Understood.
Backup is needed now!
You fire into the window,
Back your people, or this one dies.
but as you do so, you'll see that more of their members seem to pile out of the side doors.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. One. Quickly, he's just going to chop the side of your leg with his kick.
To your knees. Get his ass.
Just spawning from, where you are, yeah.
Alright then.
Okay.
Let's
So
go
there's
in
more
there.
from the ship?
The
What's here?
the ship is still with them, this area, of course.
Where is it?
Just right here. You can say this entirety of this
Okay.
front panel is the ship.
Yep. Come on then.
So just more of those,
Mhm.
and more of the other
This way,
light ones.
this would be the entrance over here.
This is the door, but it is closed.
Strong enough to rip that open, big man. Yeah, right about there.
Door opens. Well, come on! Just dodging it.
Move.
On a big guy. Smacking, going this way. Up.
Oh, I just assumed I got hit.
Just give us what we want. Grab. Lift.
Why is it that hard to understand?
Underneath the arms.
Push.
Spear out. And recall.
Kicks the gun away. God damn it.
Perfect.
I wish I had better.
Is that good or?
Yeah, that's it. That's all they get.
Sorry, I forgot to mute my mic for that second.
Perfectly fine. I've been the same way.
Yeah, but you're not that loud.
You got it, Big Ben? I
Mm.
gotta pack this up before I stop breathing.
Check if anyone else is in here.
You come in here and you're checking, and it looks like there's no one else. No one else other than the pilot that seems to be blocked off by some form of a hard light shielding from the cockpit, walling it off.
Hold on.
He's gonna
Wait,
make sure that
wait.
this thing can't take off.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Hold on, don't destroy the engines. We can use those. Just rip them off if you can.
Oh, that.
Kurt, if you want to be just another guy just in the cockpit.
So it's just not connected to
Okay,
most of the
like in the
tubes.
driver's seat.
Yep.
Right, what are we looking at, big man?
Just a second.
There's a hard light shield. Yeah, they can't get to you.
Hold on. Me.
No, that's fair.
Hold on. My guess is. Make a hole here. Rip those wires out.
Rick, you made me get off my damn ship!
This is ours now.
As if I'd let that happen so easily. Come on. Trying to take off.
You hear the sounds of the engine beginning to attempt to take off. The front left one,
Rip that fucking shit out faster. Oh.
the front left one seemed to be flickering on, but the back left seems to be a little bit more stable, even though they're all three of them are.
Right.
Spear on.
As an
He's
Omari,
gonna lock himself on shit.
Of course.
as an Omari, he cut a hole into here, and he's ripping out the wires, the electronics for the shield.
Understood.
This was like the insult, right?
Yeah. You see as the shield sort of flickers in a way. You've called for backup, so you can call them Earthlings, tell them that you've called for backup.
You know what? It's gonna reach and start pulling shit out.
With that, you're beginning to pull at the wires, and you see that the hexagonal pattern begins to give way ever so slightly, one after another, from the right side to the left. But you also hear in the distance the sounds of more engines, or yes, more engines, but not of more ships, not multiple. One with the same logo as this one, but bigger.
Right. Shit.
This is a warning. Throw it towards the ship.
Now what?
Understood.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna blast into the open fucking wiring and
Understood. One moment. You blast into the wirings, and as you do that, you, Orak, you have tossed your shield or your spear at the bigger ship. But there's a thing. When I say bigger, I don't mean the size of our ship.
Yeah, no, it's massive.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
I mean
It's
bigger.
more of like a warning shot, just so
Yes.
we can-
And you toss it, and it goes flying, and it ding off of one of the panels on it. Not the panels, but the barrier around it. Of course you can,
Yeah.
of course you can recall it. But as you do that, this shield seems to give way itself, and guns seem to be aimed at your ship from the bigger one.
So the shield here breaks away, right?
It is gone, yes, but you are being aimed at by guns.
Grabs.
We might have to abandon this ship. I will throw it.
It's fine, I got this. I'm going to shut down the engines. I'm going to re-engage the mag lock so it's stuck to the top of the ship. Right, we're gonna lose that engine. Get back, go, go. Back into the bay. We need to move.
Okay, you can go invisible. They've stolen from the Elocard mercenary group.
Yippee, yippee.
Now it's time for them to make maneuvers, quick maneuvers back into the...
Is there not a teleport back in?
There is not. They should know this.
There's no teleport back in, just respawn.
They should know this. It's been like that since the beginning. And to confirm, you stabbed the Elocard mercenary, correct? You killed them?
Yeah,
Understood?
I killed them. Yeah,
Understood.
entirely.
Copy.
I like fucking big ass knife directly through the neck.
Copy.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're dead. I'm just making sure that's what happened.
Engines on that ship are off, and I reactivated the mag locks, which will let them were stable on in the first place on the ship.
Yep.
So
Yep. And let me go up here.
fuck it. Sit there, that chair. You're gonna be needed. I need you to press.
You
one
seem to be
button.
getting
Access the warp core.
warnings blaring from Benjamin and showing a hologram of the ship above yours. At the very least, the front half-ish of it, as it's kind of not directly above you, but starting here, fading out as it reaches here.
God, that is a beautiful ship. Oh my. Right. Eric, sit in the chair. When the prompt, there's a holographic prompt, it's going to tell you if the coordinates are accepted, if they're correct. Press yes. Okay? The code for the credentials is 3524. You got that?
3-5.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Okay.
I love it, bro.
The swirling sound as you conversate of what seems to be the guns on the ship behind you beginning to ready up as they prepare themselves to fire. You'll see on the hologram the very exact same visuals as the guns come from their holding bays and glow and give warning, and you set up the prompt. And would you like a roll? Urak?
I mean, the buttons are going to get pressed. It's just if they're going to survive the pressing. That's up to you.
Okay. In that case, you don't have to worry about that. They're going to.
You should be good.
That as well as the buttons will survive your pressing because Dre sits here. So they'll survive your pressing on it, as he is also meant to press on them.
Great. Nice. Because the prompt should be up now.
Yes.
We're gonna be
And with
heading
that-
to the nearest dry dock. So let's hope we can make it there.
And with that, you hear the sounds of the guns behind you firing, but you're all launched backwards a little bit, jolted backwards as you begin the jump, and the weapon that was meant to fire misses its target just perfectly.
Holy shit. Ugh.
I would give them a confirmation that they have escaped at least for now.
No, they know. They know. That is,
I was just making sure.
yeah.
Sorry.
That's what that is. That jump. You can't go into someone else's jump like that. You've gotta make your own.
Right.
Just want to make sure.
Mhm.
Stuff makes me nervous.
Mhm.
Alright. New diagnostic. What the fuck happened? What are we missing? Okay.
You are missing, I'd say, around 80% of fuel is what you are missing. And the ship's outer hull, from where it was docked and where they were seeming to attack, that has some damage on it. It was moderate before, considering you hadn't gotten up to there yet and you hadn't worked on it just yet. Now it is, instead of being in the orange, it is in the red. The very front of the top of the ship right over here. But you do see the hologram of the ship that you kind of took. And question, you didn't close those doors, did you? On that ship before you left?
I don't think we really have the time to now.
Understood.
At least we didn't think about it, so.
Understood. You got fucking Chernobyled or some shit. What is it called? Like you literally, there's nothing left of you. You are ash.
I am.
There's just a dark
Stress.
red spot.
My suit
on
Yeah.
the seat.
has
Yes.
holes in it that need to be patched actually properly. I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding inside this thing, but it'll keep me up for now. Alright. Also that's not great. Okay. Right. So we. Alright. Eric. Yeah, we're going to need to go out there. We're going to assess the damage. And see if we can't bring that ship inside.
Do you want to sit out there as the ship?
Understood.
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you have a regular version of that suit, or is it always so ready to murder things?
Hmm?
Do you have a worker suit, or do you only have a combat suit?
I can equip the tools that are on it onto this one.
We aren't going to need there's a suit on again. Sorry, right, we just need to go out there. Okay, it's.
Luckily, he took his time. Asher, I think purposely waited. So yeah, sit up there.
I think I'm in the
doors
right
are
spot.
open. Yeah, you're fine enough. They shot the wiring for it, but they didn't shoot the like in a mechanic itself for the hologram, the hard light. But they could potentially still salvage that.
Am I scale too big? I feel like
Nope.
I'm big.
Nope, you're fine. This truthfully, this thing just kind of sucks with like visuals that you can't really see.
I guess from my POV of the ship, it looks bigger than it was.
No, it's fine. Understood.
Right. Oh. I presume like the engine that he ripped off was like fucking just not here, right?
Yeah, if an engine was ripped off, yes, it is.
Hanging off. Yeah.
It is
was
gone.
Mostly pulled away from like the source, so it couldn't like fire its jets off. So yeah, it's probably gone.
It is gone. Yeah.
All right. What do we have?
This one is gone.
Alright, so looking inside the ship, what do we got? What's the damage?
There is nothing too substantial. Everything seems to be bolted down as it should be so that it doesn't move. Considering it's a ship of, smaller size like this, but still meant to be in space. So there is no real damage other than the things that were hanging or things that weren't bolted down, just simply having been gone. I think the worst that you would have seen is as you look to your left, there is no body. There is just a stain of dark char in the seat alongside the stain of blood that covers the back of the seat from where you slashed.
At least he died before it worked. Eligible. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna check the mainframe, like the data on this thing. Right? Anything left? Anything still here? We got
any trackers
rolling. Not that one. Hold. Okay. You do a good sweep of it. You can tell that there is a scanner or there is a tracker on it. It's located somewhere inside of this little panel of keyboards and screens in front of you. You need to open it up to get rid of it.
Can we turn it off from here? Is the question.
You don't know the make of this. You don't know the make of this. This is a smaller ship. You truthfully, one of maybe like the few times that you've seen a ship this small meant to be in space, other than the theorized possibility of speeder bikes being able to be in space. You don't have anything else, and so this in particular, no, you don't know how to turn this off from inside. You don't know how the mechanics here work.
I will give you this, right? My vehicle knowledge is, as a matter of fact, does classify these types of ships, smaller space capable ships, right? But I'll say that I don't know this design specifically.
Yeah, at the very least, it is this design that you do not know.
But is everything else working? Like, what else? What does the other diagnostics tell me?
It seems that everything else seems to be working just as good as it can, at the very least. It does seem like everything else is working.
Right.
Obviously, there's also the engines that are gone, so those aren't working. But you could very simply close the doors, open them, all that sort of stuff. All that works.
Oh, you gotta destroy it.
Yep, that's it.
Throw it as far as I can.
Right. So I'm thinking this is what we're doing. Right. You get your trophy. I will work on getting rid of the tracker. If push comes to shove, we destroy the paneling with the tracker inside of it. We salvage the rest of the ship.
If you just take the tracker out, I can either destroy that or send it off into deep space.
Well, I would have to go in there and see if I can get it first. If I can't, you'd have to destroy the entire console.
Understood.
So, yeah, you get your trophy, whatever you want that. I'm going to attempt to go into the console and remove the tracker, manually. If I can find it, anyways. Ugh.
How are you going to go about doing this?
I am going to use my knowledge of like more or less like standard like electronics, transmitters, basic trackers, you know, things that would like I know about that would transmit things, especially if it was on a vehicle. Right. If I can't find that, I will attempt to use my visor to scan.
Okay.
If nothing comes up, then well, I kind of have shit out of luck. So.
Okay. Doing that, nothing seems to come up, but as you resort to your scanner, you can kind of see that it's a bit further back, past the wires. You'd need to take a good few of them out, go through some panels as well. What did you just do?
He took that the non-driver side.
Okay.
Like.
Yeah. Joystick thingy. Gotcha. Cool.
He just ripped it from the pole, just straight out.
Copy that. Yeah, but past a couple more panels, maybe like you could tell that you'd have to, get your tools, which I assume you have a good few of them on you. So the ones that you have on you, you could use those to kind of get through 3 of the walls that you'd need to, push past some of the wires, and bam, there it is, right there in the back.
Yeah, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to attempt to, if I can't, I'm going to have to bring it out. Right? If I can't, I'm just going to attempt to break it in while I'm there. So, let's see. I get you out of here. On. Right. Fuel clamp that open. Come on.
Jeez, it just does not like giving them a good roll. At least a decent one, I guess.
This out there. Open, move the wires out of the way. Don't want to mess with that. Okay, come on. Ooh, my leg.
And as you try, this shit is a fucking pain. Doesn't help that like if it's filtering it. You can't really, but the placebo of the fact that there is basically just nothing more than ash to your left, kind of that idea fills your lungs as you're like, oh man, this is kind of gross. You're just standing next to a completely just destroyed body. It's kind of distracting you, and it's making this a lot harder than it needs to be. But I'd say that you can get through the majority of it and kind of get to that tracker and bring it forward.
Alright. Let's see. So I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to find the wires that are connecting to the tracker. Some wire cutters.
You do so, and you have the tracker, and it's still on.
Hate that. I have the tracker.
I could throw it to version.
Yeah, sure. I would say I would have liked to have attempted to reverse engineer the signal, but I don't think we have the time for that, nor the equipment to deal with it if we're too late.
Aim from there. Normally the version path.
He's smart. He's making sure that it looks legit.
So based off of like his knowledge of like when animals try to like divert or naturally try to run from things. We came from this way, came here, but normally straight paths are not the best for them. So he's just going to that way.
Understood.
Just full tilt, just.
And there is absolutely no roll that needs to be done for that.
There's
not a single roll that needs to be done.
Roll to see if he hits a planet.
You know what? I've got a roll for you.
It's a gravity well.
I was gonna say it's how fucking fast that thing would travel.
With your advantage, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, it goes flying. I'll tell you this, but you don't fucking know it. It goes flying, and it is flying like at the top speed that you could muster it to, which is doubled due to the fact that you're in space, if not tripled, you know, because there's just no resistance. So it is going, gone. And what you don't know is that it goes for so long that it reaches a planet.
Edge of this. Oh god.
It reaches a planet and it will plummet down into a planet, into its gravitational pull, and then it will short circuit because it's not meant for that. And they will lose it. They will lose the track. You lose tracking it as it reaches a planet that is a good few light years that away. As it is gone.
So from your view, is you see him like tip release and it's gone. It just like it's should be good enough.
What the fucking arm you have? What fuck?
Love that. You can go invisible now. You're good.
A lot of people throw spears.
My arm hurts so bad.
Yeah, the map sucks. I would have told you you could just sit down and put it on your knee or put it on your arm.
No, I should have done that. I thought about it as soon as I got in position. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking kill people. Holy shit.
Baseball.
It's a sport from
I got the craziest lore idea.
What's up?
I'll talk about it later.
Okay, bet.
You know what sports are, right?
No.
Okay, sports are they're games. We
Take
do
a
it for
picture of them
fun.
just standing
Right?
here.
A lot
Yeah.
of them were originally things like that were made for training warriors and things, but eventually they became recreational. So it's a sport. It rules. The basic premise is there's two teams, one defense, one offense. And as a pitcher, he gets the ball and he throws it, and the
Picture.
team who's on offense has a bat and tries to hit it with the bat, and it will, depending how hard they hit, it can go out of the field and go, and basically that's the basic premise. After that, the defending team has to catch the ball, in which case,
Luke be out here without his
goes
suit?
chases
He has his suit on.
the person who bat.
He cannot be out here without a suit. No, he has his suit on. He just doesn't have a version of it without all the weapons on it. So
They are out.
he's in his suit.
Right.
Okay.
More or less. It's basically that. You score points by making it around the course fully.
No player character can be out here without their suit, without a spacesuit. They all need one. It does not matter what climate you've been in. Space itself is completely different.
Do have
Let
some,
me do
but
this
they
for
are
talk. So,
not like that.
Oh shoot, I shouldn't have got rid of it.
No, you're fine. It doesn't matter. They got it.
I can only imagine. So,
Talking about
what I'm
this.
going to do is I'm going to see.
Baseball.
Do you think this would fit in the garage?
Not in the slightest. No,
Okay.
not even remotely would it fit in the garage. No,
Right,
It's a hat, bro. Just keep it on the shit.
exactly.
okay. I'm going to.
That's what the magnet fields are for.
Everything besides the clamps. Right.
Understood.
So it's on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have every bit of data that's still on here transmitted into the Big Mama.
Understood. You can do that. With it being as close, Benjamin can also assist and have that all downloaded over time.
Oh, he died.
Did I? Oh, he died. Okay. Perfect timing because I don't have anything else planned, and my VR chat did, or my VR did this issue.
Yeah.
After that, I'm gonna go back inside. I'm assuming he's coming with us.
Copy that. Yep.
He went back in already. Say that.
Don't forget, it is over here. The cargo. Yep.
Yeah, I remembered. Oh, okay. Right. Fuck. We're gonna have to get to a dry dock or something. Repair bay. Those repairs, we don't have enough crew to fix it all by ourselves. Everybody's
Respawn is coming in
right now.
at the worst time because
We have to go to dry dock. Fuck, how much is that gonna cost?
Who, me?
Shit.
No, Respawn is.
Oh. Is he? Bro.
He's just not getting here, dude.
Oh my goodness. We're a mess.
Wouldn't have to be if we were told beforehand.
Hmm.
Truthfully,
Also,
this is.
out of note, we should probably tell Wraith why this is the way it is, because, Dave was late, just so that he knows what the fuck happened.
Yep, I will let him know once he gets back.
How are you?
Truthfully, though, this is all that I have planned because I only had this little segment as an idea for the whole point of waiting for Dave to get here, in which I didn't say to you, but Dave is not coming.
I'm gonna go let it respawn now.
So this is
Respawn.
yep.
Oh, let me mute.
Apparently
If you can mute in
he wanted to go. I can't. He went to. Sorry, I was talking to Cart. He went to go. He got out of traffic finally, and then went to go get food. And so now he's not coming. And so that's all that I have, because this was only to assist him with, making up for time so he can come in here and do whatever he wanted. I don't have anything else. I can't do anything with you. I can't do anything. And
so out of character, or like, are we?
No, he is. Give it a second. We'll see.
Let me know.
I'll find out in a second. So it is up to you if you want to continue. I know Wraith will probably be back soon. So if you want to continue, Respawn just got here to play Roach. So if you're interested in continuing, you guys can RP together. But
I'm going to Respawn. I'm going to go tell him about this, though.
He's already being told.
Oh, you already be told? Okay.
He's already being told by Cart.
I want to ask what is this?
Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh.
So, kill my voice bot. So, have you been informed about what's been happening so far?
Yeah, you kind of interrupted telling me stuff.
Yeah, okay. Well, then keep going.
Yeah, I didn't get to tell them exactly like what happened here. I just told them the reason why.
Because otherwise, if you want to keep going, I'm down to keep going. But we have nothing else planned, basically, so...
Social RP is my fucking kryptonite. I hate talking to people. Die!
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Come here. Come here, give me a smooch.
No,
I'm social you. Come here.
I need to die. I need to die. I need to
No,
die.
come here. Come here. Oh, he died.
Absolutely.
Truthfully,
That's
it seems like that's a no. Then that's honestly perfect for me because I was gonna hop off anyways. Because
I'll wait for him to come back and actually ask. So
yeah,
actually say so.
Yeah, because I can't DM anymore. I like genuinely. I was only going to hop on solely to assist him if he needed stuff, not to fully run it because of the fact that my throat is the way it is right now. And I'm not sure if you've noticed it. I've been having coughing fits all throughout this.
No, I've noticed.
So
No, I've noticed.
I'm not doing
coughing fits before this.
Yeah, I was having coughing fits before this. I had a coughing fit trying to DM for you. 2 coughing fits while trying to fight. I'm not doing this. I'm going to hop off.
Fair enough.
So I'm very sorry. I'm really sorry.
So
It's all good.
what is the verdict?
My shit took
What's
forever.
the verdict?
Look,
No?
I
Okay.
had to replace a tracker, and I didn't think it would take 3 fucking hours to charge, despite being a new piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
kind of on
good,
me as
bro.
well.
Again, it
My
wasn't.
shitty old ones take like half an hour to charge because they got no fucking battery life, but the new one took fucking hours.
No, look, Respawn, it's not on
Let's
you.
get that new
You know who
stream.
it's on?
I can't.
It's on everybody!
I can't mission because my shit's
did
freaking
this.
brokey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll probably be in VC if you guys want to come hang out, play games or
Yeah.
something.
If
I'm
you
Yeah,
just
it's
wanna
up to
hang out as
you.
much as you can, but
I'm gonna go
If
record
not,
a music
have fun.
video.
Okay.
Do it.
Hopefully,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully the next time this runs, it won't be pinged at 3 in the morning.
That'd be
Yeah,
That would
nice.
be helpful, yeah.
and at least both DMs know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll talk with him so he knows that. Yeah. We appreciate you for literally showing up. In the future, I'll let him know.
Before you leave, you motherfucker.
I'll remind him to just bring the announcement.
They're locked in.
Yeah, I know. In the future, I'll remind him to maybe make the announcement like the day before. Maybe not even that, but like a week before. And at the very least the day before, so that
Warning.
yeah, because this was literally the day of sort of a thing, and I was like, man,
Yeah.
I'm not even ready.
Fair enough.
So, but it happens. So,
Yeah, it's whatever, I guess. So, anyways, have a good one, Respawn. Have fun with the music.
bark, 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 bark.
You can definitely
This
wait.
shit's-
You're, oh,
Ooh, shit.
oh.
No,
You
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm kind of just doing it as a solo thing to see if I can.
Fair enough.
Fucking-
No, I was just
I got
gonna
like
offer.
36. I got fucking like 36 scenes to shoot of varying length. But it should be fucking sick if it works the way I think it'll work when I start putting the pieces together. I just have to create the pieces first.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I also believe in you.
I hate filming.
Same.
Enough.
Real.
Okay, that's it. I'm hopping off. I'll see you guys in the VC if you guys can join.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Respawn.
I need
Bark,
to
bark.
send myself an invite to the world and shit. I forgot to set that up.
Hold on, yeah, let's.
I'm gonna just stand here. Just pretend I'm not here, but I'm gonna be
Okay,
standing here while I
okay.
figure some shit
Respawn,
out.
why are you here?
Goodbye.
Why are you still
Ah,
Shut up!
goodbye, guys.
Okay, bye.
Fuck it, I'm going
I'm
home.
gonna inform Wraith.